family? Welcome once again to the Poindexter Lounge. My name is Enosh, and you know what? It is time for another Patreon exclusive toy review. That's right. Thank you guys so much for your support. I appreciate each and every one of you who are givers on the Patreon. And I want to say a special shout out to our newest Patreon supporter, Ross Byrne. Hey Ross, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you guys all for your support. It is greatly appreciated. You know, I'm just so thankful that you guys are even willing to help us out here at the channel. And I want to give you guys good content. So hey, if you guys have ideas or things that you would like to see more of, maybe some more in-depth discussions about certain, nerd-related topics, please let me know. Message me on social media or whatever. Get a hold of me. Let me know what you guys would like to see so that I can create content that you guys will be excited about and happy about and feel like you're getting your money's worth because you guys are extra special. So today we're continuing with our toy reviews because I've got a bunch of toys that I bought this last year that, you know what, just kind of sat and piled up because I wasn't doing toy reviews because of this whole COPPA law thing, kind of a lot of gray area, and didn't know if I wanted to do toy reviews because I didn't want the channel to get, hurt by that and get dinged as for kids, because the thing is hey, us big kids, we love toys too. But this way I felt that I could do this here on the Patreon and be able to share these things with you because I know a lot of you guys are excited about toys like I am, and you guys can see some toys maybe that you don't have, maybe you do have, maybe inspire you to go and get some of these toys. I know some of you have told me that you started collecting after seeing some of the reviews we did and me talking about toys. And so that just means a lot to me and I'm excited about that. And so I want to share these things with you. So today we're continuing. Now, we know that this month, this last month here in January, that Todd McFarlane took over the new DC licensing rights to make the DC Multiverse figures. And so he's making these 7-inch scale figures now. And we've already done one of those. That was the first review that we've done here on the Patreon channel with the Superman figure. Now, we're going to go back in time a little bit to maybe one of the last one or two waves of these Mattel DC Multiverse figures. And we're talking today about Wally West from Titans. Now, this is the DC Rebirth Wally West. And of course, this is the classic red-haired ginger version. Now, I'm pretty excited about this figure. I'm excited to get this figure out of the package and onto my shelves because he looks pretty cool. So let's talk about that right now. All right, guys, so here is the box. This is our Wally West figure. Now, my box is a little dinged up, as you can see here. It's seen better days. I think he's tried one too many times to break the Speed Force barrier. It didn't come out better for it. But hey, that's just the box because the figure inside is mint, and that's what we're talking about today. All right, guys, so here's the deal. First of all, I've gone on record as saying this, and I continue to say it. I liked this packaging. I really liked this blue packaging. Yes, I dig the new packaging, the simplicity of the black and the white and the blue, but this packaging was pretty cool. When they switched over to this, I thought it was really sleek. I thought it was good. And, I still think it's one of the better packagings of some figures that we see nowadays. But we're going to go ahead and take a look at this. Now, we got the DC logo there in the middle. Looks really good. Got Multiverse right there from Mattel. And as you work your way up here, it's got some attention, danger. There's some small pieces there. You don't want to give these to kids that are too small, but you can still give them to kids 3 and over. Warning, though, there's a choking hazard. Small parts, not for children under 3 years old. Then it's got this great picture of Wally West here, just, working through the Speed Force. Going quick, bah, boom, boom, boom. So we see here the Wally West figure himself with the silver lightning bolt, the silver accents here. I really dig that. And you can see kind of in there, there's the Build-A-Figure piece for the Collect and Connect Ninja Batman. DC logo up at the top, even though this is messed up, it's still okay. But that is the front of the packaging. Here's the side. Got Wally West looking all sleek and cool. This side, a little closer, still Wally West, cutting through there, the DC Multiverse logo down there at the bottom. Now here we go with the back. Of course, this Build-A-Figure was Ninja Batman. I actually want to do a whole video about Ninja Batman. If you have not seen the movie, I'll just say this, it's rough. It's really rough. It's not that good. If you like Ninja Batman, hey, That's great on you. If you like it, that's fine. Everybody likes their own things. I did not like Ninja Batman at all. And so therefore, I actually had most of these figures to create Ninja Batman, but I stopped because I really don't care about, for the couple figures that I didn't really have to have. Normally, I would just go ahead and buy them and maybe trade them back into my local toy guy. But I decided not to because I really didn't care about even having this Ninja Batman. He looks kind of cool, but the story was awful and it was just bad, If you are interested in Ninja Batman, you can collect and connect these figures. So you got Beast Boy up here. You got Starfire. You got, of course, this Flash, this Wally West Flash. You got Green Lantern. You got Nightwing. We're going to be talking about him at another time. And of course, you have the CW's Black Lightning. Now, this figure was super hard to find, but Tiffany has one. Up here at the top, we got a great picture of Wally West, full picture of him coming through there. And of course, it says here, DC Rebirth Wally West. Wally West has reestablished his connection with the Speed Force, the extra-dimensional energy that powers all speedsters. And that's all we get. If you know the story, he was kind of lost in the Speed Force for a while, and for years and years and years, actually, for a while. That's kind of an understatement. But he was lost in the Speed Force for years and years and years. People forgot who he even was. Barry Allen forgot who he was because we forget that Wally West was actually the Flash for a couple of decades. I mean, growing up, I remember he was the Flash for most of, my childhood. Barry was gone because Barry disappeared in Crisis, which we're watching Crisis right now. Tonight, we're watching Crisis. So there you go. So he was the Flash, but he also disappeared into the Speed Force, and he came back during the Rebirth storyline. And so you can actually read that from DC Comics. That is the packaging. Let's open this thing up and see what's inside. All right, here we go. This is already kind of messed up, so I can just kind of get in here. You always think it's going to go like so much smoother. But you guys tell me you like seeing me rip it open instead of just opening it up and then just seeing the figure there. So, here we go. Yeah, nothing else in there. Just some blue cardboard and we're done. I always like to show him in the plastic tray, just so you guys can see what the figure looks like in the plastic tray. You see him from behind here in the plastic tray. It kind of looks cool. Let's get him out of here. One hand. That came back at me. I'll have to find it. Dang it. Let's be really careful with the Ninja Batman hand because we probably traded in. Don't want to lose that. There we go. All right. Ninja Batman arm. Just a cool little arm. Maybe put it on Wally there. I don't know. Let's get Wally out. Got Wally. And he does come with these cool silver lightning pieces so that you can simulate. So you can simulate what he looked like on the side of the packaging. So that's it. That's everything he comes with. Where did that hand go? Come on. That hand just popped right back at me. Where did that hand go? Oh, where? There it is. Found it. Okay. Whew. Thought I was gonna be out of hand there. Let's go. This is your Wally West figure. He's pretty colorful, I will say. I like the color of his red outfit. I like how it covers, from head to toe. It's a little darker here on the bottom than it is on the top. He's got the silver etching and the outlines and stuff like that. And I love the color of his red hair, or his orange hair, as it were. Let's take a closer look at the figure from head to toe. Down here, he's just got some pretty wide feet, so he does stand up pretty well. He's got place for foot pegs, even though they don't really make foot pegs for these guys. I got a little bit of an etch right there, but other than that, mine's pretty good. You can see here the chest emblem there, and the face sculpt is pretty good. Now this is pretty cartoony. I mean, it looks pretty much comic book like. but he does look very similar to the comic book, which is really what you're going here for. They're not really going for realism with this figure. And then of course you got this hair sculpt. Hair sculpt is pretty nice. It's a, you know, it's pretty generic orange, kind of a Conan O'Brien look there, I guess. But that's okay, because you know what? Conan O'Brien's pretty funny, you know? I always liked Conan O'Brien back in the day. But this is Wally West. So let's go ahead and take a look at his articulation. So first of all, let's take a look here at these earpieces. Now mine's a little bit different. I think it's just kind of the way that he's been sitting in there, that maybe it's just a little bent or something like that, because you see here from the back, they do look a little different. It's a little more flat. It's a little more stand up. But, you know, I don't think that's really that big of a deal. It's just kind of how he was in the packaging. Now, his head will go all the way around like so. Goes up and down. No side to side though. Just up and down and around like that. Now, I will say this. One of my pet peeves about the new McFarlane toys are this little piece that they have now in here with the shoulder. I don't really care for that too much. I kind of like these other just kind of normal shoulders because these kind of look anatomically more correct than the other ones. But, you know, but the thing is the trade-off is those figures, as I said in my Superman review, those figures are really cool though. After you see them and compare them right next to one of these figures, they look awesome. So, but this figure right here, his arm does go all the way around like so. It goes up, it goes down here on the hinge. He does have a bicep swivel like so. He's got a single hinge elbow. His hand does go around like that at the wrist. He does not have a back and forth kind of motion there. And of course you pull this out. Then look here, look at this paint here, how it's a little bit darker here. I dig that because it's the same here with the legs. It's a lighter color for the torso and the arms and a little darker as you get to the extremities, which is kind of different because here on the legs, it goes dark, light. Interesting. So we're going to pull this out, as you can see here, just on a peg. And you can put in one of his flash running hands. Just like that. And that looks pretty good. Now, I do like this because with the new McFarlane ones, they got this weird kind of elbow hinge. And it looks a little strange, and it looks like they got no wrist. At least this kind of does give the appearance of a wrist somewhat. Of course, the other arm, exact same, goes up and down, around like so, bicep swivel, single hinge, and his hand does go around like that. And of course, this hand, both of these hands, you could put something in there. He doesn't come with any accessories that you could put in there, like a weapon of any kind. But hey, if you got some extra stuff lying around, you can put stuff in his hands. And so we're gonna go ahead and take this one out as well and show you the second hand. Like so. So now you can have him running as the Flash. Now let's go here to the torso. See, the emblem looks really good. The detail here in the body looks pretty good. I like these extra little paints around here. And then of course, this is a dark spot here and a dark spot here. I love these accents to the costume itself. It looks really good because it's not just one color. He does have an ab crunch, as you can see right here. He does his sit-ups super speed, so he gets that six-pack right there. And then, of course, his torso does go around at the hips. You see the back here. It's got some information printed here, and then that's what his back looks like on that hinge. All right. He does do the splits, as you can see. He does the splits really fast when he does the splits. His leg can go all the way around like so. He does have a thigh swivel right there. He's got a double hinge for the knee, so you can put him in all kinds of cool poses like that. I like that pose. Oh man, almost want to take a picture of that pose. I dig that pose right there. I think I'm gonna have to use that pose for the thumbnail. That is super cool. Then you come down here, there is no swivel at the calf, but his foot goes up and down. It will spin around here, but it's like one of those things you don't really want to do it. Does like that. No toe bend there either. And then of course the other leg does the exact same thing. Goes all the way around. Oops. Ugh. Got a thigh swivel right there. Double hinge knee. Got it from the other side there. Ooh, look at that. Double hinge knee. You got, of course, here, no swivel down here, but the foot does go up and down, and it will go around like so. So there you have it. That's the articulation. That's the figure. It's a basic figure. You know, it's not like, they're not overthinking this one. He just is who he is. He is Wally West. Accessories-wise, he just comes with the 2 hands there, and then, of course, these little silver things, and we're going to put these on him now. And, of course, I dropped one of the silver things. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. Found it. You gotta be careful with this stuff. And there you have him with his little silver Speed Force electricity. So that's the figure itself. Let's take a look at these Batman accessories if you are interested in the Ninja Batman. So this is kind of interesting because you've got the Ninja Batman arm that comes like that. It's just a standard arm, you know, that has the plug, just like these normal Build-A-Figure pieces. That's going to be really snug there because they usually are when you first get them. It's got a bicep swivel, but they never want to work quite right before you put them on. It's got a double bending elbow. There you can see. It's actually a pretty decent arm. I mean, it's got this, it's got a hand that goes around that can hold stuff, and then it also comes with a fist. So you get the right arm and a different fist. And then these do have a hinge that goes back and forth. So you can see it goes back and forth a little bit. You know, it's not some great articulation, but it is what it is. And so you can collect all those pieces and put Ninja Batman together and recreate the awful movie that is Ninja Batman. That is Wally West. That's pretty much it. It's a pretty basic figure, but you know, it's a cool figure to have. Everybody, I think, needs to have one of these Ginger Wally West. I have, of course, the African-American version of Wally West, and he's also a basic figure. And you know what? I don't have him here for comparison, but I'm thinking that maybe some of these parts are actually interchangeable between those 2 figures. If you had to put me on the spot, I would say yes, because the feet look very similar. It may just have a different paint job, and I may go back and take a look at that later. But there you go. That is the figures. Well, guys, that is my review of the DC Rebirth Wally West from the DC Multiverse figures by Mattel. Let me know what you guys think about this review. Let me know what you guys think of this figure. Do you like this figure? Do you have this figure? Are you inspired now to maybe track this figure down and find it for yourself? Let me know. I would love to hear from you guys. Of course, follow us on social media if you haven't already, because we want to keep the conversation going. We're so thankful to have you guys as supporters, and I want to keep in contact with you guys, all right? So follow us on social media and do all the things. And thanks again for being a Patreon supporter. I look forward to bringing you a lot more exclusive content and cool things and experiencing lots of cool, fun things with you here in the Poindexter Lounge. Until next time, I'll see you in the toy aisle. Bye-bye. Hey guys, if you made it this far in the video, you are awesome. Thank you guys so much for your support. Please smash that like button and of course subscribe, and also hit that notifications bell so that you are aware when we put out new videos, which is like all the time. Thanks for being a part of the Poindexter Lounge, and we'll see you next time.